Is not that nonsensical state that those bastards, so-called enlightenment people talked about. Nothing to do with it. It's a filthy word, love. Love implies two. There is a division there. It's a sensual movement, it's lust, as I said on the interview here. No different from lust, that's the only thing.
Is it possible for us to establish any relationship? The relationship that we establish with the other humans, human beings, is on the basis of what do I get out of that relationship. You see? So, mutual gratification is the foundation or the basis of all relationships, you see. So, you are not satisfied with the reality of the situation. It is so horrible for you to think that the basis on which you have established relationship with the other human beings, as you put it, is so sordid that you have to superimpose on that and call it is love, you see. So love implies two, and loving thy neighbor as thyself is so ridiculous, so absurd. In the name of loving thy neighbor as thyself, we have created so much of horror, so much of destruction, so much of killing, you see, in the name of love thy neighbor as thyself. Except the fact that really there is no love between these two individuals. What do I get out of this relationship? If that is denied, you will be surprised. What is there in the place of what you call love is hate. If not hate, it is apathy, indifference towards the other individual. So what I am trying to say is that it is just impossible to establish a relationship on any basis. There is no need for any relationship at all. The only relationships we have is in the basis, what do I get out of this relationship? Who wants relationship? A person who is lonely, who is lost. He wants to fill his emptiness. He wants to fill his void. And he uses some other individual to help him to fill this void, and he uses this fine word called love. We all are in that predicament. We are not honest enough to admit that we use some other individual to fill this emptiness, to fill this void, and to fill this loneliness. So we are using other individuals and put this fancy label, it is a loving relationship. And you may call me a cynic, you see, it's all right with me. But that is the reality of the situation. So anything that is born out of this relationship is violence.
The demand for permanence, right? Permanent pleasure, permanent happiness, permanent relationships. And you have all kinds of demands for permanence. Permanence does not exist. You are not going to succeed. That is the cause of human misery. Permanent happiness. How is it possible? You see, the sensation of pleasure, the sensation of happiness has a short span of life, you know. And then when once you separate yourself from that sensation and baptize that as sensation of happiness in the church or somewhere else, the demand to keep that last longer is inevitable, you see. So since there is no way you can keep that going longer than its natural span of life, what you are stuck with is unhappiness. So that is the reason why you are unhappy. Not that happiness and unhappiness unhappiness follows happiness, nothing of the kind. Same pleasure is the same. See, that also has a limited span of life. And this is what I have observed, not what I have read in the books, not what they are telling me. See? And so, then you see, what you actually have is pain, not pleasure. The moment you say that it is a pleasurable sensation, what you are stuck with is pain. You know? Not that it comes after. No. So there is no such thing as pleasure. There is no such thing as happiness. They are just like any other sensations, whether it is a painful sensation, pleasurable sensation, happiness, unhappiness. Unhappiness doesn't exist. Everybody.
So there is no relationship between
I
man
don't
and
know
woman?
exactly what relationship. You don't want me to go into that delicate subject and give nasty answers.
No,
Sorry,
I
no,
like.
no.
I like.
No, you don't like nasty answers. No relationship.
But there is a relationship.
No relationship is possible, and
If
no
Lakshmi and Guha, they are in a relationship.
that is,
Or
we are not discussing their relationship.
No, but I mean there is a
Nothing,
relationship.
none whatsoever. I don't have any at all.
But other people have a relationship.
That is their misery.
You're just honest about it. You know, everybody else are pretending they have relationships, but
Yeah.
you're honest about it.
Not a question of honesty. Where is the question of honesty here? I just don't have any. You see, your friend Julie, she wants to be of help to me. She wants to do things for me. She wants to do all kinds of things. I am not interested. So it is her need. It is not my need. So if it is also my need, then the whole problems start. Who has an upper hand? And who will control who, and then what is it that you can use to control the other persons? If that is missing, it's one-sided, you see. So if I also want to have some relationship, then the problems arise. You see, she cannot be aggressive here. She is used to that kind of a life, very aggressive, and she wants to take over, control everything, and run the whole thing. I don't need it, right? And so it's very difficult to have any relationship with a person who doesn't care for all that, who is not interested, So
But in relationship you can have sex. No, not you, but the people who work.
they don't
different.
talk, the animals, do they talk of relationship in sex? They don't care.
They do.
They don't
They
talk
do it.
about this.
They do it.
The animals, no, anything you say is a projection of your own ideas. They are ready to have their mothers. Are you ready?
To have their
What, Bob?
to have their mothers.
Yes,
So my mother
or
died.
sisters or daughters. And so, you see, they don't condemn, you see, they don't talk of eugenics, they don't talk of any of that nonsense. And there, this sex, we don't want to go into that, is
No,
only
we
for,
won't.
for continuity of life. That's all. Then here it is in the case of humans, it's pleasure. You see. So it is not possible for animals to have sex at any time and every time they want. You see. So in the case of humans, through the help of thought, it has become possible for us, you see, Otherwise, it has a limited place in life, not the way we are using that.